Welcome to our new YouTube video, where I'm going to show you how to file your MCS-150 form. This is a very important form that is mandated by the FMCSA, and a lot of people seem to not pay attention to it. But it's in fact playing a big role in your company contact information, and also it is very important that you update it regularly, because it is tied to your safety score. So, today, we're going to show you how to do that. What you need to do is just type biannual update MCS-150 form, and then click on the FMCSA official website's link. This link is going to take you to the FMCSA website, and over there you're going to see the instructions for filing. You can file this form in 3 different ways. You can file it online, send a letter, downloading the form, filling it out and sending it in the mail, or you can also fill it out and fax it. We recommend that you file it online if you have access to the internet, because it's going to be the quickest way to do it. Today, we're going to do the online filing. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on this link, and it is going to take us to a new page. There, you can do various things. It's kind of like a clustered page, so you may get a little bit confused, but don't worry about it. Just carefully look at every option. Since we're going to be updating our existing USDOT number and registration, we're going to go under the section Existing Registration Updates. And we are going to go to the option where it says I need to update my USDOT number registration information, or file my biannual update MCS-150. So once you click on this, you're going to click Continue. Over here, on this page you're going to get asked if you need your personal identification number. This is your PIN number that you're going to need to access your MCS-150 form. This number gets issued by the FMCSA, so if you for any reason have lost your number, or you don't know it, you can also click Yes over here, and then it's going to take you to a different screen where you're going to be able to retrieve it by email. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you can request it in the mail, but that's going to take about a week until it gets to you, so request it by email. I'm not going to go over this section, so we're going to just file electronically and assume that you have your PIN number. Over here, you are going to enter your USDOT number, your PIN number, and your federal ID number, which is going to be your FEIN number. Also, you're going to have to enter your name and your title in the company. Let's start by entering our DOT number. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Due to security reasons, we are going to hide any sensitive information. Add your PIN number, then your federal ID number. Last but not least, you're going to go and enter your name and your title in the company. All right. Finally, click Continue. And then, it's going to take you to this new screen, where it's going to ask you if this is the correct company. You are going to review it. Here are the DOT number, the name of the company, and the address. Upon verifying that this is the correct company, we're going to click Continue. And then, this new page is where we're going to have to select what type of carrier are we. Are we an intrastate or are we an interstate? Are we pulling hazmat or not? Are we a shipper or are we a carrier only? So in our case, we're going to be updating a carrier, that it is an interstate carrier, and that is the carrier that goes between 2 or more states. And also, we're a hazmat carrier in our case, and there's no separate options for interstate hazmat carriers. So hazmat and interstate fall just under this first option, interstate carrier only. Over here you can review all the different options, what they mean, and then make sure that you select the appropriate option for your company. Below, in case you are a hazmat carrier, you can select some other options if you are pulling some highly dangerous hazardous materials, and that would be radioactives, explosives, or inhalation hazards. We don't pull that kind of freight, so we are just going to skip it. And as I said, we're going to be updating our interstate carrier only. After we select the correct option for our company and click on the checkbox, we are going to hit continue and proceed to the next page. Now it's going to take us to our first screen, which contains all of our company contact information. That's going to show our address, the email that we have put in, the phone number, the fax. We've got to make sure that our information is current and up to date, because this is the first point of contact for the FMCSA in case we get pulled for an audit, or somebody needs to get in touch with us to send us a letter or an email. This is the information that the FMCSA will look at. So, hypothetically, if we get pulled for an audit, and we get a letter in the mail saying that we are going to get an audit, and we don't respond to this letter in a timely manner, the FMCSA will issue an out-of-service order for us, because we did not respond. So, it is very important that all the information is correct. Let's assume that this information is correct, or if we need to change it, we can change it here. Just remember that, if you change your address, you will need to update your operating authority as well, which is a different section, not a part of the MCS-150. If you only update this part over here, you will get a notification on your portal account that there is a discrepancy between your DOT registration and your MC registration. So you need to make them the same. After we've checked everything and clicked continue, we will be redirected to the next page. Over here we're going to see the mileage that we traveled during the previous year. Say, for example, now we're in year 2023 and we're updating for 2022. For last year we're taking a full 12 months of operations, and we take the mileage for those 12 months that our trucks traveled. We're going to enter that mileage over here in this section, under the mileage section. And it is important that you do file these miles every year, as well as the number of trucks that you have, because this mileage from this form is tied to your safety score in the unsafe driving basic and the crash indicator. You need to make sure that all the information is correct, so you get the correct safety basic score, because you may not be up for an alert in this basic, but due to this information not being accurate, you may get an alert and get prioritized for an audit. So it's very important that you update this information every year. The next section is what is the type of operation. So what are we doing? Are we a for-hire carrier? Are we a private carrier? Are we a passenger carrier? You need to select the appropriate operation. We are authorized for hire, so we have clicked on this one. Then we're going to check our cargo classification. So basically anything that we hold is going to be listed over here. We're going to select a bunch of different options. General freight, that will be anything really. How we household goods carrier, do we pull reefers, fresh produce, meat, how we contracted to UPS doing mail. Are we doing hazardous materials, chemicals, are we doing beverages or paper? Anything that falls under your cargo that you pull, you can select over here. If you are a hazmat carrier, then we're going to switch and move on over to the next section over here. And this is going to be where you select the type of classes and divisions that you pull. You're going to see the classes in the middle section. Here on the left, you're going to select if you carry something, or if you don't carry this particular class or division. And then, on the right side, you are going to select if you carry it in bulk or non-bulk packages. And this goes for every single class that this particular carrier or you are pulling. Moving over to the next section, where you're going to enter the number of trucks and the trailers that your company operates with. You have the leased and you have the owned, so you can enter all this information there. The next section is how many drivers you have running. Do you have drivers that run within 100-mile radius, interstate, or intrastate? Do you have local drivers? Do you have over-the-road drivers? You can enter all these numbers down here. In our case, we only have interstate drivers that go beyond the 100-mile radius. Therefore, we are going to enter that number there. And that concludes the filling out process. After that, we are going to look over every piece of information we have and proceed to the next page by clicking Modify. Once we click Modify, we're going to see this confirmation screen. We can generate our MCS-150 form by clicking on this Go button, and we can look over it. We can always go back and update this form. You can update it as many times as you want. We advise you guys to print the file or download it and save it to your computer in case you need to refer to it. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel. If you need more help, you can reach out to us. All of our information will be in the description.